Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
You know the saying, stay hungry, stay humble. I'm humble in defeat, and I'm going to remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Dazn Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at him, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. It's a hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game could see the boxing voice.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, joined alongside Gross the Boss in Indiana, and we will be talking Big Baby Miller and the return. He's gonna be returning on the biggest heavyweight card of this year. Is it possible that Big Baby will be on the undercard to Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder? Still heavy speculation that he will be signing the Top Rank, but we'll give you all the details and talk about any options and possibilities for his opponent on the undercard. Once again, you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. I'm going to go on out to my co-host, Gross the Boss.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
With the scamp, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over. Turn up. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in.
Boxingvoice.com. Yo. Good morning to everybody out there in the TBV universe. Back with another one, and maybe we could get the return of Big Baby Miller on the biggest heavyweight card this year thus far. I would like to see Big Baby back, but I would also like to see Big Baby in a cross-promotional kind of fight, not somebody on Top Rank, but we'll break it down, get into it, and chop it up. What's going on, Ness?
What up? I mean, elaborate. What you mean by cross-promotional fight?
I would like to see possibly like a Brazil or a I know he ain't fighting Kalnaki. We all know that. But a Brazil, you know what I'm saying? He already beat Jarrell Washington. Maybe even a Luis Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody who's credible. I think if they put him on the card in his top rank heavyweight, it might be somebody on the lines of like Brian Jennings or maybe even Oscar Rivas, which are both good fights, but he should be favored to win those.
Honestly, I can't even remember when the last time he'd been in the ring. I just remember he was supposed to fight June 1st, so he's been out a long time. Now, ask him to fight Luis Ortiz might be a bit of a stretch, but maybe he jumps on it because Ortiz is coming off of a knockout loss, you know what I mean?
He ain't fought since the December of 2018 when he knocked out the Polish guy, Thomas Adamek.
Wow, I thought Bagdon might have been after Adamek. Wow, that sucks.
Probably all right. I'm just taking a wild guess and let me look it up.
Oh, okay. I'm like, whoa. Because I thought Adamek was in Chicago and then Bagdon was in Kansas, maybe.
I thought the one that happened in Kansas happened before the Chicago one. Let's see. Last fight was Bagdon in November of 2018.
All right, so not Adamek, but I think it's going to be another Bagdon type of opponent.
They were literally a month apart.
I don't really see him facing anything top 15. He's not even top 15 in any of the sanctioning bodies. He's been removed. So, I don't know. I mean, I would like to see him maybe face a Trevor Bryan, Emmanuel Char. They're just names sitting there You know, they never get to fight. We never get to see them. Don King is a promoter that really doesn't have dates. Maybe Trevor Bryan is an easy fight to make.
Shouldn't he get his ranking back though? Didn't Ortiz get his ranking
No,
back?
because he was suspended.
Did Povetkin get his ranking back? Didn't Ortiz get the
Nah,
ranking back?
Povetkin had to come back up. And remember, Povetkin's situation is different. Like, you could probably find articles where he won, so maybe it got overturned. Maybe they gave him some sort of rankings bump. But I'm sure if you test positive, plead guilty, or admit, I don't see how you keep your ranking, because then fuck it, I'll cheat too. Let me cheat. Let me get caught, but I keep my ranking. I don't even, I don't think that's how it went down. But who are you suggesting for him to come back versus?
Oscar, if it's gonna be a in-house fight like we heard, it gotta be Oscar Rivas or a guy like Brian Jennings. Maybe you even dust out Tom Schwartz. You know what I'm saying? He's a common name that people have seen before on ESPN. But yeah, I think those are the three top names for me.
Wait, so have you heard that Rivas is with Top Rank?
I'm just of the mindset that he fought like once or twice on Top Rank, right?
I mean, he fought once versus Jennings, then he went to DAZN versus Dillian, and he ain't been back since June.
Yeah, he ain't fought since June. So I mean, I'm pretty sure if they wanted to like use him again, I'm sure he'll take that.
No, I'm just going off your words. You said in house, so I'm like, oh shit, did I miss a release or something? Was he signed to them? Because I didn't know. I'm not questioning. I'm trying to make sure because I didn't know. I didn't know if he signed because you said in house. And when you're thinking of in house, they don't have many things. I mean, Tyson Fury, Kurbet Pulev, Ajit Kababel. Who else do you remember that they signed officially?
Cabell was the last heavyweight that I remember them signing officially. Heavyweights, those are it. Those are it. I don't really know much more.
And the Big Baby Miller thing isn't set in stone. Dmitriy was very coy in the interview with Ron Goodall. I mean, he was like, that's a good assumption. But he did give us the tidbit that he believes Big Baby will be on this undercard. What do you think he adds to the undercard? I mean, I think that without adding anything, not saying that he doesn't, just saying, taking that out of the equation, I think that it's always good to have multiple people from the same division on the card. Like, again, you're featuring heavyweights as the main. I like how Eddie does it. Co-main, maybe even the opener, are all heavyweights, and you kind of get a mix and feel for the division. So just having him on the undercard, I think, is a good look for him. If this could come to fruition, I mean, lucky him, for real. From one good situation to probably an even better situation.
Big ups to Lawrence Williams. Didn't Carlos Takam sign with the Top Rank too?
I know he signed to start boxing. That was what I received. I don't know about Top Rank.
For Big Baby, what does he add to the card? I mean, I think he adds a level of a mystique. You know what I'm saying? People want to see him back in the ring to see was it all, you know what I'm saying, PED use, or was he really, you know what I'm saying, a big guy that could throw 30 or 40 fight? I mean, 50 or 60 punches every round. You know what I'm saying? I think he does add something to the card. He's very boisterous, and if he does a press conference, I'm sure he'll be there talking a lot of shit if they have him at the main press conference. So I think he might make a little spotlight for himself and draw some more casual fans in.
Yeah, man. I think he's definitely gonna add something. He could be possibly talking shit to both of them from the side. And I mean by both of them, I mean both Tyson and Big Baby. I mean Tyson and Wilder. He's always been vocal. And I think that, he's got some time to make up for because of this scandal. So that's probably the best route, is to get out here and really start getting your name hot again. You know what I mean? Talking as much as you can, trying to talk yourself into a big fight. Because, we aren't too far removed from him being offered a big fight versus Adam Kovnacki on Showtime and turning it down due to being, Kovnacki's brother, friend and stuff. So, everybody's moving on. Like, now you look at Kovnacki, if you're Big Baby, you look and he's like, damn, he's about to headline in Barclay. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing for Brooklyn. He's waiting on his shot in the IBF or the BC, and here I got this big setback, you know what I mean? He was on the right trajectory, Big Baby, but the scandal was the scandal that took place, man, and we have to see him bounce back. I know you said 30. I thought his average was like in the 60s, and that's why
I fucked up. Said it was like 50 or 60 his average was.
Yeah, and that's why I was always big on him, and now it's like you said, bro. It's like you got to wait and see, is he going to be able to throw those punches now? And, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I am excited to see him back. I swear, I am excited to see him back.
There's going to be a lot of questions to ask the Big Baby if he is on this card, too. Hopefully he answers the questions, you know what I'm saying, in a manner that gives people a insight on what he was thinking about when he did all those crazy things and blew that fight with AJ.
My man, get rich or die trying had to be what he was thinking.
I know, but those questions are going to come up. We all know, and he can't act like he act that night at the Barclays Center and throwing drinks on people and shit like that, so... he just gonna have to get ready for these questions that people are gonna ask, and it's gonna be over and over and over and over again.
You need to do what professional football and baseball do, right? Like those guys hold the press conference in the media room, and boom, everything, and then it's like after a certain amount of time, that's it. We out. They get up, and we done. So then if it gets asked again, it's like you already addressed that. Find my quote. I already talked about it. That's how I feel, But to keep rehashing it, it's not good for him for sure. But you're absolutely right. Like, this is the bed that he made. He's got to lie in it. You can't run away from it.
Nah. Sooner or later, it's gonna catch up with you, and hopefully, it'll be sooner. I would love to see Big Baby on the February card with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. I think it only improves the card. You know what I'm saying? Give boxing fans another notable name that we been accustomed to see fighting. You know what I'm saying? So, but the opponent, man, do you really want to match up Big Baby that tough in his first fight back? Is Adjacare Bell a smaller heavyweight? You know what I'm saying? The right way to go? Would he even take the fight? Brian Jennings, you know what I'm saying? He possibly could use a big win. You know what I'm saying? So
Brian Jennings is a good fight, possibly still in-house. We haven't heard from Jennings after the Rivas. We know that he was training with AJ, so we got that elite level training. But we don't know if his situation with Top Rank still exists. I'm sure he's still with James Prince, but you're right. That's a good fight. That's a good fight for Big Baby to come back. It's a great name. It's way better than a Bagdon Dinu and a Thomas Adamick.
Yeah, I agree. I just think that people may not give him the credit for beating Brian Jennings. You know what I'm saying? He's a little bit older now, been knocked out twice by Rivas and Ortiz. But like you said, it's a good comeback fight for a guy who's been out the ring for almost 16 months, something like that. So I think the Brian Jennings is a fight that they should make, but we'll see what Bob has in store for him.
I definitely think that that's the fight to make. I'm glad you brought it up because, you think about Pulev, he fought guys like Samuel Peters and Bagdon Dinu after Big Baby beat Bagdon Dinu. So that was Top Rank doing. So they ain't got no problem giving you a dude that's already lost. They care more about what you need, and what he needs is some tune-ups. He needs to get some of that rust off, you know what I mean? He's probably been spawned. You can't take that from him, but, it's different. It's different in spawn in a real fight. The intensity is totally different. So, he needs that get back. He needs that get back.
Would you accept a guy, and I mean, no disrespect, you know what I'm saying, by saying this, would you accept a guy like Rydell Booker? You know what I'm saying? Would it be a good name?
Yeah, I think look, didn't Rydell just get on ESPN? So they used him. Like, I think that's the type of person that you need to bring in. Big Baby's your investment. Rydell Booker, Tom Little, Joey Abell, Craig Lewis, Avery Gibson, those type of names. You know what I mean? Those are like, even a Rajvan Kajanu might be too much, but that's a good, decent. Like if he wants to make a statement, you come back versus a Kajanu, a Cababel, a Brian Jennings. You know, you make your name known. But if you have been out too long and you just want to test the waters, you know, then you got to come back versus something a little deeper. You know, I don't know what that is off top. You know, but I guess a little something further down, you know what I mean? Because you figure Tom Schwartz was 57, but he still was ranked in the top 15. So I don't know. I don't know how low Big Baby's willing to go.
Honestly, it's up to Big Baby. Like, what kind of splash do you want to make? Do you want to make a little nice comeback splash? Say, oh, I'm back in the ring. If that's so, you know what I'm saying, you face a Rydell Booker. You may face a guy like Chaz Witherspoon or you know what I'm saying, somebody on that level. If you want to come back with a statement, you know what I'm saying, say, hey, I'm here. I don't need no more tune-ups. You come back with a guy like Takium or Revis. Or,
I'll be honest with you.
Jennings.
Since Eddie and them hung themselves with that, Bob Arum might use Chaz Witherspoon. You know, again, it's
and Chaz got to come in shape, though. He can't be on the pay-per-view card not coming in shape.
See, the difference is Big Baby, we got to assume, is stopping Chaz with a beat down. You know, he ain't afraid to go into the fire. Usyk want to dance and ice skate. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It'll be probably a different fight for Big Baby. You know who else is good? What would be great? Bermain Stavern. Bermain Stavern as a comeback. He got knocked out by Joyce. So Big Baby's been out of the ring and inactive. Again, I know you're shaking your head, but dog, it's got to be the path of least resistance. This is just a get back. This is just let me see what you got, how you know where you at, and then we gonna throw you to the winner of Tyson Fury Wilder. Or at least put you on the path to that, you know?
I have no interest in seeing Bermain Stavern back in the ring at all. Last time we seen him in the ring, he fought Joe Joyce. He was not in shape at all. Laid on the ropes about 6 rounds, throwing punches. Really, Joe Joyce should have got him out of there earlier, in my opinion. But he went rounds with Bermain Stavern. I don't even know if Bermain Stavern is even training, bro. Let's be real. The way he came in last time, he looked sloppy. I'm not going to... If he's training, if he's in the gym and he's been working out, it's good. But if he hasn't, we're just wasting our time with a fight that nobody would want to see.
I mean, been training and give him 90 days. You know, let him know, hey, you want this fight? Yeah, I want this fight. All right, you got your 10-week training camp. You know, I think he could get ready. I mean, if you're gonna give him,
he ain't got 10 weeks.
Oh, you're right. It is 7.
Nigga, like 4 or 5, nigga.
7? No. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's 6. It's 6 because the 29th is 7 weeks away. So, yeah, well, damn. I forgot all about the deadline. I still say Severn, though, man. That's a decent name. I mean, and again, you thinking Big Baby, you want cross promotion. Is PBC going to help them out? I don't really think they want to help them out. If they're going to do cross promotion, they're going to do 50-50. They ain't going to do, here goes Travis Kaufman. Go ahead and build Big Baby's name off Kaufman. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even give him Kaufman. I'd give him a guy like somebody that I think got a good chance of winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all want me to supply y'all with an opponent for Big Baby.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Take Brazil. Take.
Yeah, I don't know about Brazil coming off that knockout. If he going to be a threat to you got a lot of, I mean, you even picked Brazil to beat Kownacki the other day, right?
Yeah, Brazil.
You got a lot of hope for Brazil off of that loss, man.
No, I watch boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit talk to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I see in the ring.
So you don't think he lost anything off the Wilder fight?
My nigga, he got knocked out in round 1.
So
what can he lose?
He just had to heal up, that's it?
That's it. He got a quick ass whooping. He should be fine, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, you ain't the first person to say that an early knockout is better than, consecutive beating throughout the fight. But, like, I don't know, man. I mean, my man talks so much shit. He had to shut down his social media. I think that, he don't even know if he's as good as he thought he was anymore after that. He called Wilder everything under the sun and then got blasted out. Like, egg was on your face forever. You know?
Yeah, he was hurt. You know what I'm saying? He felt like he was disrespected. He felt like he was disgraced. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when guys got that kind of beef, you don't expect guys to say nice shit about each other in a fight build up.
I'm
but
just
after
saying,
the fight, we seen them guys embrace each other.
He got to be questioning his chin, bro. Because AJ did it to you.
AJ took more than one punch, too. He ain't questioning his chin.
That's all good. Yes, they are questioning. I'm questioning his chin. Amir Mansour ain't hurt him?
I don't believe. Did he hurt him?
Absolutely, he hurt him, and he was winning. Remember that Brazil turned around.
Did he hurt him, or was he tired? Was he? Because we seen Brazil talk tired.
I think Brazil was, hurt, just like I thought Wilder got hurt in the Fury fight. Like, hurt don't mean you about to get knocked out. Hurt mean you got buzzed. You had to back up or initiate a clinch. You know what I'm saying? Jump on your toes and get away. We seen you take the effect of the shot is all I'm saying. And there was a reaction. So I've seen that from Brazil on numerous accounts, even Negron. He blew Negron out at the end, but like Negron has success. Like, I don't know that a dude of Kovnaki's punch resistance is going to be phased rather by Brazil. Like, I think he's going to just walk him down. That's the fight I want, man. The fact that they flipped it on us and they talking this Hellenius shit, I'm tight right now, bruh. I'm not happy at all for that Hellenius fight.
Hopefully they hit the backlash, you know what I'm saying, go with that first stop, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, I like to see Brazil give Big Baby, you know what I'm saying, a good fight. I think it will be a good fight. I think both guys are good heavyweights, you know what I'm saying? But that's the splash you want to make if you're Big Baby, you know what I'm saying? You want to come back and let motherfuckers know, like, hey, whatever you thought, whatever you think, I'm clean, and I just whooped the dude ass. You know what I'm saying? So he's a top heavyweight, so I'm right back in the running. He only lost to Wilder and AJ. That's it.
We brushed over it, but what do you think of Carlos Takam as a Big Baby opponent? It's not like they can't use him. It's not like they can't ask Joe DeGuardia for his services.
Honestly, I see Carlos Takam probably getting stopped. He's a little bit too small.
But do you like that fight, though? Like, is it good to be on the Wilder Fury undercard?
I mean, it's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a credible name with a guy we've seen been in the ring with AJ and Chisora. Got a victory over some guy that I can't remember his name right now. Snagashi or somebody like that. But, yeah, man, he's a good, credible name, and he's looking for a big fight. And maybe this Big Baby could be a big fight for him, but I don't think that he'll beat Big Baby.
Spielka got a win after the Chisora knockout. Should they bring back Spielka? He got a first-round knockout.
No nice.
Now, what is it that you're looking for? Are you looking for competitive, or are you because again, if you're a promoter and you just signed Big Baby off this layoff, and you want to put him on this card, you want to put him on this card for exposure. You're putting him on as a showcase. I don't think you're putting him on Danny Garcia, Lucas Matisse on the undercard of Canelo Floyd. I don't think this is what this is. If that's what you're trying to build, then I'll start looking for sexier names. But I think a dude coming off of that scandal, being inactive, the promoter's going to throw him a bone.
If that's the way that the promoter's looking at it, then yeah, you make a Tachyon fight. You make a Witherspoon fight. You make a Rydell Booker fight. If you just want them to get some exposure and get on TV.
I got the perfect name.
Who that?
Eric Molina. He got knocked out in his last fight, but he looked decent. He gave the Croatian a lot of right hands. He was game. And I think he got his head out the game, right? Didn't he say on his interview with us he was thinking of retirement?
Yeah, you got to pay Eric, though. He wants some bread, and he made that clear.
I mean, I don't think he wants that much. I think we've seen him fight numerous. His career is full of names, so that means he takes good money.
Couple $100,000, probably about $300,000-$400,000.
Whatever. Look, that's a decent name, I think.
Yeah, it's a decent name. Like, definitely we seen him have some success against Phillip. You know what I'm saying? We seen him in there against AJ. We seen him in there against Wilder. But I don't know, man. Is he gonna quit? Like, he turn his back so much. Like,
yes,
he don't
does.
want to fight.
Yes, he does turn.
And I
his
don't mean
back.
no disrespect. I'm gonna say when I say that. I think I see it over and over again.
DeVaco, Joey
You got a draw with
DeVaco.
him already.
Yeah. Storyline. These two, I can hear Chesator now talking about these two met when they were 4-4. You know what I'm saying? DeVaco, he's going to give it a fight. You know, he got a little less quit in him than the Molina. He just
That's
gets
low risk
tired.
too. Low risk fight. I mean, that's a good, nice comeback fight. You know what I'm saying? Had a draw with a guy. You know what I'm saying? Try to set the record straight. You know what I'm saying? Kind of sell it like that. Joey, I mean, good name.
Just for facts, Mike. Lucas Brown. Look at this. Maurice Vach. Well, let's start with Cababel because we mentioned him. So it's Cababel, Duhaupas, Vach, Spielka, Allen, Hellenius, Bacoli, Lucas Brown, Brian Jennings, Eric Molina, Bermain Stavern, Peter Mejias, Chris Ariola, Eric Ntempa, Tony Yoka, Sergey Kuzman. And then 3 names I never heard of. Ali Dazn. That's the dude that Ajagba beat. Damn, he dropped a lot after losing to Ajagba. The undefeated Russian Olympian. I think he was Russian. Where is he from? Germany?
It was like 10-0, something like that.
Yeah, so then it's Alexander Flores. Never heard of him. Shondell Terrell.
He the one that lost to Joe Parker, Flores.
Never heard of Shondell Terrell Winters. Joey Abel, we know. Joey DeVelko, we know. And those are... I started right before Daniel Dubois and Simon Keane. So I started at Abbott Cababel at 28 on BoxRec, and we got all the way to 50. So I don't think any, and we mentioned all these names without going to BoxRec. So I think these are good enough. Like, I know you wanted something better. Carlos Takam is actually 25, who you still thought wasn't as good, but the bottom half of the top 50 of the heavyweight division is not a bad name for him to pick from, especially when you consider guys like Duhaupas, Cababel, Marco Hook, Robert Hellenius, who it's rumored, isn't it rumored that Adam was going to fight him?
March 7th.
So Lucas Brown, we know he's going to fight Tom Little. He just fought Dillian White. Brian Jennings just fought Oscar Rivas, and Molina just fought Hergovich. Bermain Stavern just fought Joyce. So
Lucas Brown fighting Tom Little?
I seen something on Instagram where they're both going at each other, talking about, Tom Little saying, I'm going to call my peoples to make this fight, and then Lucas Brown turning around and saying, yeah, call your peoples, I'll take that fight. So yeah, I don't know, I'm assuming.
Funny. Look, man, all those sound like some good names, you know what I'm saying? It's just about what Top Rank want to do with Big Baby. They want to get some exposure, get their rust off. Then all those names are excellent. If they want to, know what I'm saying, make a statement, if Big Baby wants to make a statement, then you kind of look, know what I'm saying, above a little bit. But
they didn't make a statement with Tyson. They gave Tyson 57 rank and 48 rank?
But with Tyson, they already know that they had something in the back pocket.
I mean, and you don't know you got something with, bro. You at least know you got a B-side. You seen him perform as a B-side versus AJ. Like, he can be a good, like, if Tyson wins the belt from Wilder and whatever, let's say he beats him twice, or Wilder doesn't want the rematch, some crazy reason, bro, you gonna tell me that Big Baby can't sell Fury in America, man? He just did it. All you gotta do is stay clean. He's a great B-side for Wilder, for Fury, and for AJ. I mean, in my opinion. And he's an even better B-side. He's more of a B plus versus Dillian. Like, that's a great fight.
Yeah, absolutely. But he got to build that trust back up so people can actually want to do business with him. I agree with you.
I hear you, Mike, but come on, man.
True, man. Like, come on. Like, we can sit here and do all the shit we want to, but motherfuckers not trusting a guy who put 3 different steroids in their body. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't an accident at all, nigga. It was on purpose. You know what I'm saying? You can't stand behind and say, oh, I took something over the counter, or I ate this beef. Nah, nigga, you took an injection, my nigga. Come on, homie.
I'm just saying, man, plenty of people done tested positive. Eric Ntempa tested positive. Freza Kendo, Luis Ortiz. I mean, the lists go beyond, you need like Google for that. You know what I mean? Everybody gets their second chance. And if we're talking about, Top Rank giving them a second chance. So we either going to give them the second chance, or we either going to be like the parole board and relive your past every time we trying to let you out. Like, he trying to get out. You locked him up. He doing his time right now. He trying to get out. So every time he got to relive. No, he ain't out. Ain't nobody
fight.
Ain't nobody sign him. Ain't nobody sign him. He ain't got no fight. He's still with Big Baby. I mean, he's still with Salita. Salita need to get him somewhere. Like he got him to Eddie, and he's trying to get him to top rank. You know what I mean? So he's still in jail. Like he need to get out. We know what you did to get in there. You know what I'm saying? We granted him parole, or he served his time rather. So like, why we keep bringing this shit up? Like, is either we gonna let him box or we not. But if we not gonna let him box, there's a lot of dudes that we got to go back now and take their license from.
Absolutely, and I think he will get a chance to box again. But to say that he a B-side for people is something like I agree with that. He can be a B-side, but that trust level is gonna have to be reestablished. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, look at this dude in the chat to my nest. Stop it. Luis Ortiz was found not guilty. Cut it out. Bruh, I'm 40 years old. You see me taking blood pressure medicine, man? Knock it the fuck off, man. If you want to be a silly Billy, you be the silly Billy. That will not be me. You know, I'm not out here being spoon-fed the stupidity they trying to give me, man.
Come on, man. You know high blood pressure run rampant in the urban community.
How the fuck you got high blood pressure, but you running around the track in the heat in Miami? I was physically there. Like, you got high blood pressure? Nigga, you look better than me. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
people do that shit. You're a boxer.
Exactly. How you got high blood pressure and your cardio is on 100? You doing 12 rounds.
Man, just because you look good physically don't mean you ain't got something going on with you.
Shit.
Remember Dane Jacobs had cancer?
Bruh, you believe what you want to believe. I'm going to believe what I want to believe. We're going out to the callers, man. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. So, what was the issue when he tested positive for the Latif Kayode fight?
He probably just cheating back then.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. It lets everybody know that we're back on the main channel. So take a second out and smash that thumbs up button. We appreciate it.
Back. We back. Let's go to the sponsors.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Troy, Boomerang, Baltimore.
You know what? All this talk about Big Baby is just annoying to me because I don't believe he deserves anything at the moment. He's never accomplished anything, and he basically poisoned his way out of his biggest fight. So I don't see why he's even getting a shot this early yet. And I hope that Wilder beats Fury. One of the few times I'm gonna root for Wilder. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if he wins, maybe then he'll honor his mandatory and fight White. Because White deserves his pound of flesh. He just does. Been long
I'm with
enough
you,
now.
man. We never agreed on something, man. Together, we got to say that shit together so it could come true, bro. I'm telling you, that's what I want.
Because I'm gonna leave you with this. If I'm Dillian White, then I'm gonna get myself in shape, and I'm gonna just go on a yearly tour and follow this man around, a la Shannon Briggs style. But I'm gonna be more subtle with it. And I'm gonna force Deontay Wilder.
Got you on the Boomerang. Great call, though. For one of the few times you speaking that sense, man. I need Wilder to handle. Like, that's all I wanted to ask him yesterday. Is like, bruh, we got to take care of this dude, man. He out here wilding on Sky, man.
Yeah, I doubt Wilder even thinking about that nigga right now, to be honest with you.
I think you're right because he ain't done nothing. I was feeling almost special yesterday that we were supposed to get him because I ain't seen nothing. He ain't done nothing. So I was
Super
like...
chat. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm just going to repeat the same shit.
Super chat coming in from Marcellus Atkins. After Big Baby gets past his tune-up, I want to see him fight Chisora. The build-up and trash talk to that fight would be crazy.
I just don't think Chisora gonna take it because it's gonna play out like this. Chisora's waiting on the Usyk fight, and if he don't beat Usyk, he losing. So then, do you still want Big Baby off Chisora loss? Like off of Usyk loss? You know, you want Big Baby versus Chisora. But we're going to J-Mac, Boomerang, New Orleans. Good morning.
What up, J-Mac?
Hey, what up, Mike? Good morning, Ness. It's funny you talk about being a silly Billy when it comes down to being Ortiz and passing in the blood pressure, but you remain a silly Billy when it comes down to Canelo passing some shit, talking about he had some tanning meat. You got anything on that one?
Yeah, he did a hair follicle test. Have you ever
Yeah,
done
of
one?
course. Yeah.
Have you ever
I did
done one?
Of course. Yeah, he
All
fell
right
too
then.
drugged.
So you know
Before that hair
how
follicle,
extensive
fell
that
two of them,
is.
though.
You know how extensive
Right.
that is. Secondly,
that-
hold on. Secondly, did you know that was Luis Ortiz's second time popping? Like I just said, he popped in the Latif Kayo fight when he was signed to Golden Boy, and then he popped again.
Hey, you know what's ironic? They got 2 and 2. Luis Ortiz failed 2 pop. Canelo failed 2 drug tests as well. But you won't remain a silly Billy when it comes down to his positive drug test.
Yeah, I don't know what second drug test you speak of.
It was in the same amount of time, the same week. He failed two drug tests.
Yes.
So he's talking about the same. So he's talking about the same situation.
Yes.
Can I get my call out? Can I get my call and see what happened was he thought he cycled out and he couldn't believe it because the scientists that he hired and stuff, they told him he would have cycled out about a certain amount of time, but he didn't believe it, so he took another test to try to prove it, and he fell twice. For as who Baby Miller should fight, I don't care who he fight.
Cut it.
I hear you, man. Good theory. We're going to Steve the Ringer, Chicago.
What up, SG?
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, as far as the drug testing, I tried to debate this before with some guys. Let's be honest, as a fan, it's not us to regulate this drug. The sport itself is so messed up when it comes to drug testing that I don't even think it's debatable, because they make the fighters pay for these drug tests. And some of the fighters, and I'm talking about championship fighters, they don't even do these drug tests. So you don't know who's doing what. So I'm going to leave that alone. So I don't care if Big Baby comes back. But the point I find a little fun, you guys were debating about his opponents. I tried to tell you guys a couple of weeks or a week ago when this fight was announced, this is a perfect opportunity for both promoters to put the bullshit aside and make some good fights between the two promoting. They have the platform. How often are you going to get Fox and ESPN to come together for a fight? I don't care. You said the money ain't there. That's not I'm a fan. I'm greedy. I want to see some good fights. If I'm going to pay for a pay-per-view, this is the opportunity to cut the bullshit and let's see some good fights. I don't see a problem with it, Ness. I don't. I think they're ruining it.
Cut it.
I agree, Steve. You know what I'm saying? With all points, you know what I'm saying? Drug testing is kind of situational in boxing, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what level of fight and depending on the fighters, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much control if they want to do testing or not. And when it comes to the cross promotion, I definitely agree, man. We squandering a opportunity to put on some great fights.
JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my games on boxing. I don't know why they gonna call me because I'm a 54 pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
Yo.
What up,
Hey, man, I just called in to say shout out to that Canelo meet and all the silly billies who fed into that shit. And also I wanted to say, I took a drug test one time, a hair follicle test when I was, dabbling in the weed, and that test ain't as expensive as you think. I mean, there's shampoo that you can use
that can clear all that shit up with that hair follicle shit. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
It
I wanted
the
to say,
shelter too, nigga. I didn't use it before.
So are you telling us that you took a drug test and used some shampoo and you passed the hair follicle test? That's what you're saying? Because that's not what you're saying. I need to know clearly what you're saying.
No. What I'm saying is there's shampoo that you can use.
Have you
put
done
on your
it?
hair.
Have you done it and
Yes,
passed the
I've
hair
done it.
follicle test?
Yes.
Okay. That's what we want to
Yes,
hear.
I have.
We don't want to hear that there's shampoos out there that can help you. We want to hear you say, I've used the shampoo and passed the hair follicle test.
Yeah, I've done that shit years ago, so I know they improved their shit, by the way, too. So, you know, the hair follicle test, that don't mean shit to me, you know what I mean? So, but shout out to that Canelo meeting, all the Philly Billies who fed into that story, and shout out to Luis Ortiz, man. That's all I got.
All right.
Yeah, I used to work at Amazon back in like 2014, and they do like mouse swabs, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure that everybody, you know what I'm saying, who driving like forklift and order pickers are clean. So my shit came back inconclusive, which then leads them to like, you got 1 day or like 24 hours to go downtown and do this hair follicle test. Shit, I called my homegirl who had just gone through the situation. She said it was this shampoo. Gave me the location of the smoke shop that sells it. Used that shit, passed, and shit back to work.
Yo, why was what's the name, inconclusive? You rinsed your mouth out or something?
Mouthwash. I had it on me all the time.
Right before the test?
Right before the test.
Yo, I know people used to do the what was them little things they sell in the stores, like
Listerine strips. Had them too.
Yo, Listerine strips, bruh. I ain't never know that shit worked. I seen people doing that shit, but I ain't know that shit worked. Especially not them Listerines.
Big Red, Listerine strips, and mouthwash.
And I'm not taking no chance on a Listerine. How much is a Listerine strip? Like $5?
Yeah, cheap as hell.
Hell no. That will not be what I'm going to use to save me on whether or not I'm going to jail.
I seen niggas put whole packs in their mouth, nigga, before the drug test come.
That is funny. Let me see if we connected with Mr. Boomerang. No? Oh, yes. CYP, talk to me.
Yeah, peace. Hello.
Hello, CYP.
Morning.
Morning. And let's add this other wrench into the situation. Canelo submitted that hair follicle a month later. Come on, my man. He already had accepted the penalty of the 2 failed drug tests. That's why they gave him the 6-month suspension. We look, I think any fighter, it don't matter if it's Wilder or if it's Charlo, if you a millionaire and you run around talking about how bad you are, and you get up against another bad man and you feel like you need to take steroids, you a fucking coward. I'm very fair with that shit. If you from a third world country and you need to get out of poverty and you take some steroids to win a fight, I'm not gonna come down as hard on your ass. But you a millionaire, bad man. You the bad man. Go out there and beat that man ass or take your L like a man. If not, I ain't fucking with you. It's just that simple. So I don't want to hear nothing about nobody. If it's Baby Miller, if it's White, if it's Canelo, if they all serve their suspension, let them motherfuckers come back. Treat them all the same. That's how CYP feel on his first call. CYP out.
Hey, I agree with you then. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, he served his time. Let him come back and fight, man.
Absolutely. I just remind everybody, this show is about Big Baby Miller.
I know.
And not Canelo.
Yo, they emotional, man. Where that soundbite at? And you got to see the chat, man. It turned into Canelo.
Yeah, straight Canelo, nigga. I'm looking at it right now.
That dude is powerful, man. Powerful, man.
To whom much is given, much is required.
Mm-hmm. We got a new caller in, I don't know, because there's so many different people from this area code. 337, where you calling in from? 337?
Yo, I'm on the air.
You on the air, champ?
Hold on. First time
caller? First time caller, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm from New York, but I want to...
debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Yo, I want to say I agree with y'all, man.
What's your
name and where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Big If, man.
Big If?
Big If calling from New York.
Oh,
yeah.
New York. All right. See? Big If.
Yeah.
Hey, man, take it over.
But I think Brazil should fight homie, man, because they both hate Wilder, so that could set up a whole storyline, you know what I mean, for the Wilder fight. should Wilder win
I like that
beat
angle.
Fury. Facts. But yo, big ups to y'all, man. I'm out.
Short and sweet. Big If. Thanks for calling in, man. We going to Rel, New Mexico.
What up here, Rel?
Good morning, TBV.
Morning.
Hey, I just want to speak on Eddie Hearn real quick. If you look back at the Cesar Chavez Jr. fight, it was in Phoenix, Arizona, the only state that allows steroids, and it turned out to be an awful outing. I also want to speak on Povetkin. That's Eddie Hearn fighter.
What you mean allow steroids?
Look, let me just say, Phoenix is the only state where you don't have to test for drugs. You know what I'm
Phoenix
saying? That's why
is
they
a
had
city.
the fight in Phoenix.
Arizona is a state.
Yeah, Phoenix, Arizona is what I'm saying. That's the only city. That's the only city, Phoenix, where you don't have to test for drugs. Also, Povetkin.
But you talking about for a fight? Because you know the commission got to test you for that's what they test you for. Like the fight commission.
Well, I just mean like it's not a law for you to test before a fight. You know what I'm saying? In Phoenix, that's why Cesar Chavez Jr. had that fight in Phoenix, Arizona, because he knew he didn't have to test for drugs.
Bro, where you getting this from? I just want to know where you getting this from, man.
I read an article that it was agreed upon by the Arizona Commission that if they accepted the
man, you ain't get that from us, bro. You misunderstood what we told you.
You didn't say it, Ness, or Mike didn't say it, but a couple callers called in and spoke on that behalf. But my whole point is this: Eddie Hearn we know his favoritism in boxing. It's the A side and it's the B side. To defend Big Baby Miller, I'm gonna say that he came in and took steroids because he was going against an Eddie Hearn fighter and Anthony Joshua. Look, it's favoritism. Like, just because Big Baby Miller was caught taking PEDs, I personally never take him as a fighter. I know that shit is whack, but he took him because he knew Anthony Joshua was taking him, and he didn't think that he would be fined for that shit. He didn't think he would get in trouble because he American. Like, let's be real about this shit. Like, nobody gonna just take every sample of PEDs just for no reason. You going up against a big, heavy Anthony Joshua.
My nigga got the conspiracy theory down packed.
Bro, his whole call. He said he heard it from the callers.
Big Baby took steroids because he knew AJ was doing it, so he said, fuck, I'm going to juice up too. Like, come on, bro.
Yo, but that's...
I love the callers, man, but sometimes y'all be on the edge by y'all motherfucking self, and I'm not coming out.
That's entertainment, baby. We going out to the ringer in the UK, man.
To this day. To this day. Sing along if you know the words. Come on.
Coyote, what's up, peoples?
What's going on? What's going on, peoples? Happy New Year, mate.
Same to you, brother.
Yeah, listen, I got a UK fighter for Jarrell Miller's Black Ass. Yeah, he should fight Joe Joyce. I think that would be a good, interesting fight. Both of them pressure fighters. He's been ducking Joyce for a while, saying that, you know, Joyce is... Because Joyce wanted to fight him about, I think, a year ago. So now that he's coming back, let him fight Joyce. He shouldn't, you know... Previously, he was saying, oh, Joyce can't pay him and whatnot. But I think he should fight Joyce now. Because Joyce doesn't really have anyone to fight. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I think it's slightly possible. Slightly, because I think that Frank Warren has no control over this promotion, so I don't know if he can get one of his fighters on, but I think because it's a big fight, maybe he can make it happen by asking Bob. But again, I don't know. I don't know if you're Big Baby, are you going to go into a Joe Joyce fight? Joe Joyce has been more active. You know, you have been inactive and slightly going through depression. You got to understand, people don't like the fact of that but right now, his life is on the line. You know what I mean? I seen he got him a Lamborghini too. That shit ain't cheap.
Don't ask me to feel sorry for you when you brought it on yourself.
No, I know. I hear you, brother. I hear you. But like, you know, look, man. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody make mistakes. I know you don't consider it a mistake. But it is
definitely a mistake.
He chose
Wholeheartedly a mistake.
He chose the wrong, the wrong path that day, man. But he who is free from sin, let him cast the first stone.
Nobody. Got super chat coming in from. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Coyote. Is he still there?
He's still there, just listening.
Nah, I'm still here listening to you. But no, definitely a good fight. I think, everyone deserves a second, third, fourth chance. I'm always a believer of second chances, but I just don't like the dishonesty from Miller. I think he still hasn't actually come out. There's no point you asking for second chances when you can't even be honest about what you actually did, if that makes sense. So that's just what I don't like about it. But other than that, if he wants to fight, let him get into it. Let's see him fight some top competition. I don't want no cherry picks or no tune-ups.
Yeah, man, he got to get a tune-up. But look, thanks for calling in. People saying it wasn't a mistake, and again, I get that. But, bruh, get rich or die trying, right? Because the shit he was taking give you cancer, Wilder say. Give rats cancer. So he was on some get rich or die trying shit, bro. Like he was trying, it was 6.5 million hung in the balance, man. You know what I'm saying?
Super chat coming in from Abby Majek. Big Baby has failed 2 drug tests in kickboxing.
You know what, too, though, Mike? If you would have just not took it, you would have probably lost, right? But still made the 6.5 mil.
I'm saying, bro, 6.5 mil. And in my opinion, you don't just do this. You know what I'm saying? You don't just do this one off first time. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That kind of money and balance, you really gonna risk something for your first time? Nah. That's just my opinion.
So the question is, was this his first time VADA testing? And was it
we all heard?
And
I'm not getting into VADA. I don't want to pay that. I'm not even in their rankings.
Oh.
They didn't want to rank me number 3, so I said.
So he wasn't familiar. He wasn't familiar with the tests.
Yeah, he was in the WBA rankings and the IBL. He had a whole interview. I think it was with you, matter of fact, explaining why he wasn't in the WBC rankings.
Yeah, man. Well, JT, New Orleans.
Morning. Good morning.
It was with you. It was at his gym.
Yeah. I just want to see him fight. I guess everybody. He failed the test. Got to move on with it. As long as he don't test positive for nothing else. Just see him fight top competition. We gave Canelo another chance, and he never came forward with accepting that he failed his test too. But I mean, just move on. Let him fight some top competition. Put him back out there, and we'll see what he got.
All right, JT, thank you for calling in. Let's see, we got Q in Atlanta. Talk to me.
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Morning. How are you?
All right. Hey, personally, man, let him come back. But I think he should actually fight the dude that Adam is fighting, the dude from Philly that just got knocked out. That would be a good step back from him to fight somebody who just got knocked out. I don't see the purpose of an Adam fighting somebody that just got knocked out. We want to see you already on a winning streak. Fight somebody else who's coming off of a win. So I think that would be better. So if Brazil was actually to fight Adam and Big Baby was actually to fight the dude from Philly with Robert Heenan, whatever his name is, now that would be decent and everybody wins because I think that would be fair across the board. That's something everybody would want to see. That's my call, guys.
All right, champ. We got Jay in Colorado. Talk to me.
What up, Jay?
Hey, what's good, Ness? What's good, Mike?
What up, champ? Good morning.
You hear me? I just think, first of all, we so fickle as boxing fans. And I say we because I put myself in there, too. It's like we pick and choose to be mad about. There's Hall of Famers. I'm not even about to mention who. Y'all know who. I'm not even about to throw their on their name right now. But there's Hall of Famers that got caught using banned substances. It still went on and won championships, you know? So it's just like, I don't know. We got to take everything in context. We don't know what's going on with these dudes' bodies. We ain't in the ring with them. And I like both of y'all's take on that if this was his first time, because I feel like y'all both right. At the end of the day, I don't really feel like this was his first time, but I feel like he knew he was lined up to get a shot, so he started to see if he can cycle off that shit, you feel me, so he can get the bag, you feel me? Because like y'all said, he already knew AJ was on the shit, or he probably knew.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We ain't say that now. The caller called and said that.
Well, you know, like, okay, so people think that shit, you feel me? And then they think when he came over here, he couldn't take this shit because he was under different rules, like Billy Joe took that nasal spray. Hey, yo, did y'all see that big fight announcement?
Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it.
Let me see if you were hardcore. You think he was talking about the Dortitos and Meredith British fight announcement?
I hope so.
What are you talking about, Jay? Let me bring you back. What you talking about?
Nah. I peeped that one too. I'm talking about the other one. I don't even want to talk about it because I know y'all about to do a show on it.
Oh, you talking about Alvarez and Saunders?
Oh, is that official? Because I seen people on Facebook hitting me up. I'm like, man, I need a tissue link for that. You know what I mean? Shit got to be Scott's. You feel me? We look like we got another new caller. So in the meantime, while I get that queued up, let me get to Rue in the 504. Talk to us on Skype.
Yeah, good morning, fellas. What's up?
Morning.
Yeah, man, I still have the same opinion on Miller. I mean, he should still just be not allowed in the sport of boxing after testing. I think that you can call it a harsh opinion, but I think anyone that pops for anything, they need to be gone for life. Because you're getting in the ring, you can kill somebody. But I mean, as far as who he fights, I mean, whoever they put him in the ring with, I mean, it doesn't matter. Who cares? But he just shouldn't be allowed to be in the sport.
Hey, Rue, you think Oscar De La Hoya is a Hall of Famer?
Do I think he's a Hall of Famer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh?
Floyd?
Yeah, they're Hall of Famers. Yeah.
Mosley?
Yeah.
I see what he's doing.
All right. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Well, what's your point in bringing those people up? How about that?
They all got something in common with Big Baby Miller.
Yeah, but I
No,
think
they don't all got something in common. One of them has something in common.
How you gonna bring up three of them though?
Because I had to sleepwalk him. I can't just go.
Okay.
I can't just go right to Mosley and then he knows what's going on.
I mean,
You know, I gotta get his respect for the fighter, right? So he respect Floyd to say he's a Hall of Famer. He respect Oscar to say he's a Hall of Famer. He didn't disrespect Shane and say he ain't a Hall of Famer because he tested positive. So that's what I'm saying. We fickle. We forgot about Shane, so it's cool. He a Hall of Famer. Ooh, Margarito, booty boop. Miller, he ain't allowed to fight. That's all right, man. I know how it is, man. We right now, but that's why he got to get a fight, because it's what have you done for me lately?
if you wanted to ban Mosley for life, I'm fine with that too.
But you not, because you labeled him a Hall of Famer.
Okay, but yeah, you did sleepwalk me into that, Ness.
Yeah, I know I did. I'm nice. I'm good at what I do, but I gotta let you go, champ. Get yourself a boomerang. Nah, but that's all I'm saying. Like, we forget. Just like I probably forgot somebody to tell. Like, look, J-Mac got me. I ain't know it was 2 tests that Canelo took. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know that shit. I don't even think we reported that it was 2 tests. So you can't remember all the information is what I'm saying. And we forgive, man. We forgive. Believe me. There's more people out there. Didn't James Toney test positive mad times? I'm pretty sure James Toney tested positive mad times, man. Like, I mean, I could be wrong, so don't quote me. I'm not throwing hate. I just thought I might have read something like that. All right? Going out to Mastermind in the NO. NO.
I'm an audio sound.
You alright if you just keep talking, but if not, we hear like something in the background.
Alright, look, check this out. This is my problem with Big Juicy, dog. The dude, he run his mouth about the WBC champ of the world. He talk all kind of shit, dog, but what has he really done, dog? All right, he got pop juicing. Juice to the gills on some shit before the biggest fight of his life, Ness. Straight blew a vicious ass opportunity, dog. And he didn't even do nothing to deserve that opportunity. And you fucked that up. Now he got to do something for me now, dog. So I'm talking about me. I know everybody else cool with it. For me, dog, he got to fight somebody who can fight and win the fight. Not get a decision, a gifted decision and no shit like that. Earn your shot. And I'll be cool with you getting a shot at the title and all that, but you coming over this dope and then going straight into a title shot with a top name? Nah, man. I ain't feeling that. And that's my call. I don't care who like.
Yeah, everybody, we got mixed feelings, man. We got a lot of new calls, but we got to always sprinkle in a little CYP.
Oh, my goodness. That was perfect, too. That was perfect. Let me get this off. Since I'm the man involved in sports, I'm going to tell y'all how shit works. If you become a Hall of Famer, before you test positive, before you go to jail, before you whatever the fuck, you are still a Hall of Famer. They may not vote you in on the first ballot, may not vote you in on the second or third, i.e. Chris Carter. But your ass is going in. It's just
Barry
when they
Bonds,
feel like
Mark McGuire,
letting you in.
Roger Clemens.
Yep. Yes, they gonna let them in, just not on the first or second. Same way what they did with Chris Carter and his alcohol and drug use. It happens. I don't know what the fuck makes you think that Sugar Shane Mosley wasn't a Hall of Famer before that motherfucking test. That Roy Jones Jr. wasn't a Hall of Famer. You didn't say Roy Jones. I'm not putting that on you. I'm talking about the chat. Wasn't a Hall of Famer. Stop it. James Toney wasn't a Hall of Famer before that. Y'all need to cut that shit out. That was horrible.
Can I understand you? So are you saying that Mosley was a Hall of Famer in your opinion before he fought Oscar?
Yes.
I might have to check his resume. That's arguable. Very debatable.
I think I most definitely think he was. I most definitely think he was. I mean, there's people in the Hall of Fame right now that hadn't done what Mosley did to that point.
I don't think so. Not before
like for
Oscar.
me, the boxing Hall of Fame is not like the NFL Hall of Fame. They got dudes up in there who I wouldn't put up in there.
You're right. In the Hall of Fame. Rocky's in the Hall of Fame. So you know what I mean. But as a boxing fan, like we put you in there for what you've done, and you know I don't think before Oscar he could be in there. I'm gonna check it though. But that is your second.
Cut it.
Let me see this right here, man. Before Oscar, that's tough, champ. Let's start with Oscar. Where's Oscar at? Oscar De La Hoya, 2003. Before that, Rafael Marquez, damn good win. Let me double check on that Rafael. Make sure that's the Rafael that's fought Israel Vasquez 4 times. If that is, that's a damn good win. Let's see. I don't see Israel. What the fuck? It's not him?
I don't know much about Shane Mosley's career before. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is not the same Rafael Vasquez. Damn. All right. That's up in the air.
What was his record time he fought him?
At the time he fought him, 34-2. Vernon Forrest, he lost to twice back-to-back before he fought the first. Oh, my God. First of all, look, I was wrong because he fought Oscar first time in 2000, not 2003. Uh-oh, I'm telling you. It's even tougher for him now. Willie Wise, Glenn. Nope, that's not even Glenn Johnson. Golden Johnson. Oh, Jesse James Lehan, okay. John Molina, okay. I mean, yeah, man. Maybe Troy. Troy got a boomerang. Troy, make sure you call back in. Because I don't know, man. I don't know. It was before my time. I can't even front. Like, look, Mosley was fighting in 93. The guy was like in the 10th grade. No, 93. I was in the 8th or some shit. Right? I graduated high school in 97. So I probably was in the 8th or the summer of the 8th or some shit. I don't know. I still don't think so. Based off these numbers, I don't see it. Not before Oscar, man. Not before Oscar. I mean, because I ain't have to live through that era to know the big names, and there ain't none. Like, the biggest I can see is Jesse James Leha and John Molina. I mean, I could be overlooking someone. I always say I'm not a historian. But yeah, it's tough for Mosley to be a Hall of Famer before that first Oscar fight.
Was it like a two division world champion or a 3 division world champion, and anything like that before the Oscar fight?
Before the Oscar fight, bruh,
Was he a world champion?
He
at least?
got look his before the Oscar fight in '97, he got an IBF shot. You know, then he just defended that. He went on a defense. He ain't even unify. He never even unified. Like, he fights Oscar, boom, WBC, IBF. That's when he unified, when he fought Oscar. First time he unified. And he won. You know, but fucking scandal. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to Jerron. What, Jerron, man, you an old head, no disrespect. You could teach us something. Is Mosley a Hall of Famer before that first Oscar fight?
It's iffy on that because, like you said, the names he fought really wasn't the top names back then before Oscar, so it's a little iffy on that.
All right, and what's your thoughts on Big Baby Miller coming back possibly on the Wilder Fury pay-per-view?
To me, it depends on whether he's trying to just come back and get a tune-up or he's trying to come back and make a statement. Because for a tune-up, people have been naming good names, but he's trying to make a statement. And there's always Brazil, and fight the guy that took his place, Reed, if he's trying to make a statement when he comes back. But if he's just trying to get back in the ring and get a tune-up, then I've been hearing a lot of good names.
So, what out of all those names you heard, what you think is the best option? Who would you like to put him in there with? All right. You don't know?
I don't even know because there's so many. It's like I said.
All good. What
I
you
really
man?
needed to get back in. You really just need to get back in and just earn people's respect again. In my opinion.
All right, Jerron, thanks for calling in, big dog. We appreciate it. We got a super chat coming in from Mr. CYP. Two-weight division champion and beat Oscar. Yeah, but that Oscar win, man, really, you know what I'm saying, took him to new heights. I understand two-division champion. I understand
Two-division, bruh. So then Leo Santa Cruz is first ballot Hall of Famer, Mike, because he 4th division. And Broner, first ballot Hall of Famer because he 4th division. And Mikey, first ballot Hall of Famer because he 4th division.
I think all those guys will probably get in the Hall of Fame.
I hope so, because that's our generation, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Scat Ranch, I think people probably hold Broner's outside of the ring antics against him like they did with Terrell Owens in football. So hopefully that's not the case, but we'll see. Scat Ranch comes with one that says, the Mosley scandal was the second Oscar fight, not the first.
Yeah, and Mike just said, Mike, what's your feelings on that? Or you just taking it for the big fight? Nah, you been taking it. Was Mike's feelings when it came to Big Baby.
That's what I'm saying, like, bro, for real. Like,
and that's everybody's feelings when it come to Margarito. Oh, you ain't just pop when Mosley and Naseem Richardson caught you. No, you been using it when Williams was fighting you. When you beat Cotto. Come on. Like, but listen. It is what it is. This is just another sub argument, man. We got to stick to the script because you know they using these shows, man. Listen, your opinions matter. Did you not see Golden Boy sent an offer to see if Crawford wants Patrick Teixeira? We birthed that conversation here. You, us, me, Mike, the callers, we birthed that conversation here. You know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of other shit that it was something else when I started this. It was 2 things they took from this show in the recent, but it's all good. All I'm saying is we have the power to give Big Baby the right opponent on the way back.
Yeah, I'm just of the mindset people's habits don't change. You know what I'm saying? If your habits do change, then you're probably gonna put yourself in a situation where or you're not gonna be as good as you normally are. Like, do I think Kovalev was still, you know what I'm saying, possibly hitting that vodka, you know what I'm saying, doing a couple of war fights? Possibly, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it could be a possibility. Do I think Ortiz should have brought in Larry Wade and changed up this whole thing? Not really, even though he was in good shape, he kind of started slowing down, you know what I'm saying, because he wasn't used to all that strenuous activity, you know what I'm saying? So I'm of the mindset, man, whatever you've been doing, you probably been doing it and you shouldn't change. But if you're cheating, that's not good at all.
I'm with you on the mindset or the train of thought. Like if you've been doing something, you're probably doing it. But I'm also against you in the sense that you can break bad habits. You know what I'm saying? I quit cigarette smoking night and day. You know, I ain't get no nicotine patches, no gum. I ain't stopped buying boxes and just purchasing Lucy's from the corner. No, it's just like, what the fuck? I'm spending this much a month? I'm done.
When
So
you're rich though, do you recognize that?
why not? You got accountants to recognize it for you.
Yeah, but I'm making money, man. I'm not really worried about. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe that's
I
just
don't
my
know,
perspective.
man. I don't know. And again, hitting rock bottom changes a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? That's when, we come face to face with our reality, and we gotta choose. Sometimes you gotta choose to be better. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, right now, the biggest payday of his life was taken away. He definitely bought things, I'm assuming, obviously. I seen a picture with a fucking white Lambo. I'm assuming he purchased some shit. And now look, you ain't get that big fight. So it's like, you know what I mean? And I know he moved out the hood. He ain't in Brooklyn, in the heart of it no more. He got to be in like Queens and some shit, in a nice brownstone at least. I'm hoping, I'm wishing that that's how we
Hopefully, he live in
thinking.
Jersey or something. Everybody get money and move to Jersey.
I'm hoping that's how we thinking out here. But we're going to go to this new caller in D.C. First time caller, talk to us. First time caller in D.C.? 202 202-581 202-581. All right. We going to
Super chat coming in from let's see.
Gamboa 2-weight division champ. Hall of Fame. Hashtag Hall of Fame. Yo, they getting at you, CYP.
Yeah. Miss CYP says argument is Hall of Fame, not first ballot. Stop it. And he come
First ballot. It don't matter. Like you said, it don't matter. You specifically said like people that pop, they'll get in eventually. So it don't matter first ballot. That's just how it rolled off the tongue because that's kind of like the phrase. You know what I mean? Like, is he a first ballot? Which means first time they bring him up, is he getting in or is he not going to get in? So it was an accident. It wasn't meant to change the goalposts.
And Big Super Max comes with one, says Shame jumped up 2 weights. First fight, no controversy. And Scat Ranch comes with one. Good point, Mike and Ness. And like you said, Lamont has one that said Gamboa 2-weight division champion, Hall of Fame.
We got in Michigan, Dove Man. What it do? Dove Man. You there? You gotta unmute yourself. Sound like you muted yourself by accident.
Yo, you hear me?
We hear you. How you doing?
All right. I'm doing all right. This is what I got to say about Big Baby, right? Everybody makes mistakes and shit like that. Some people pop. But with him, you can't call Joshua out and call him a PED abuser and then take everything in the fucking book to try to kill the man. You see what I'm saying? With boxing, these fighters go in there and put their life on the line. You can't accuse of somebody of doing some shit and then you doing the same thing. And as far as whoever Big Baby got to fight next, look here, baby. Throw him in the Wolves. Put him in there against Kalinowski. Put him in there against Ortiz. Make him go over there and fight Dylan White. Make him fight Pulev, Povetkin. I want to see him get some action. None of that weak shit, no tune-ups, no light touches. You want to take PEDs, baby, then let's get in the fire and let's see if you really cooking. And about this Hall of Fame shit, I'm going to ask y'all fellas something, and y'all going to laugh at me. What's up with my boy Ricardo Mayorga, man? Can my boy Mayorga get in there? He fought everybody.
He will because he beat a prime Vernon Forrest 2 times.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. And he was smoking and drinking the whole way. And my boy Mayorga, one thing you can say, he ain't never had a boring fight, ever. That's my call.
Hold up. He the Spanish Broner. But listen, or the Nicaraguan Broner. But listen, what you think of Shane Mosley, though? Was he, in your opinion, Hall of Fame before the first Oscar fight?
I'm not sure, man. I'm only like 30. You feel me? So a lot of that shit was when I was young. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure, Dan. You sound like you got some maturity on you, man. Thanks for calling in, though. We're going to get these lines moving. We got a new caller in the 520. I never even had anyone calling from the 520. Yeah, so 520. So where you go? Okay, 520-809. Where you calling in from, brother? First time caller, obviously. 520.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you. Where you calling in from?
Arizona, the state where you can use drugs at.
Yeah, I'm calling from Tucson, Arizona. What's up, Ness? What's up, Mike?
What's your name, big bro?
My name is Big Drew.
Big Drew, talk to us.
Yeah. I just wanna say thanks for all the good videos, but I'm hearing a lot of sentimental guys talking about Canelo. Well, what's up with Mauricio Sulman saying that the meat, they brought the meat to like it has contaminated meat. It's not they can't get suspended. Why? Because in Mexico it's known for contaminating meat, and if they're against the WBC, well then why don't those people go against Wilder to drop the belt, Russell to drop the belt, Jermell Charlo to drop the belt? Why are they attacking Canelo? You know, they should just be honest with themselves that, you know what, it was a mistake. That's what I think.
Well, all right, champ. Thanks for voicing your opinion there. Tucson, Arizona. We got you. Big Gucci Nick.
Hey, what's up, Ness?
What it do?
Can you hear me? You can hear me? Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just tuning in like 5 minutes. So I'm not sure what the topic is right now.
All right, we'll try and come back to you, Big Gucci. We going out to Florida.
El gran campeón puertorriqueño, Davis, Chico Trinidad.
You got any excuses tonight, Roy? Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch gloves and go to work. Tonight, Roy. Let's go to work.
Yo, good morning, Ness and Mike. What's
What
happening,
it do?
Much, man. Hey, I said this before on Big Baby, and I'm gonna say it again. He served his time. Whether you agree with how much time he got, he did it. And this is America, man. Everybody gets second and third chances. A lot of people need to take a look at your own life and look at that girl that you love and how many times she gave you a second and third and fourth chance, or how many times your parents gave your young dumbass a second and third and a fourth chance for not listening. And to some people, how many times the judge gave you a second and a third chance? A lot of people shouldn't even be walking the streets right now. You know what I'm saying? So that might not be for everybody, but that's the majority of people. If you really take a look at your own life, I guarantee you've been given second and third chances and maybe more, you know what I'm saying, from people and in situations in your life. So can't be a hypocrite and say he needs to be banned for life and he doesn't deserve a shot. And, he made a mistake. He got caught. He served his time. And now it's time for him to prove himself again. I definitely agree with he doesn't deserve to come back to a soft touch or a title shot. But throw him in there with some tough guys.
Cut it.
T Plums, talk to me.
What up, Plums?
What up, fellas? What's up?
Hey, that's a quick question. What you gonna do to get them intros? I know I'm probably super late.
You got to get it from Dollar DiBiase. He's on Instagram and Facebook, Dollar DiBiase. He's always in the
How you?
chat too.
All right. How you spell that? Because I don't know what you're saying right now.
Hold on, it's Dollar common spell.
Dibase.
There you go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna check it out. And I'm you gotta buy them or something.
Yeah, he makes them.
All right. Cool. That's it. That's all I want to know.
All right, T Plums, we're going out to Teddy B from EC.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you a question first. Canelo, when he tested positive or whatever, what fight did he come back to?
I don't even know. I think Rocky
Gennady.
Fielding, right?
No, Gennady.
Oh,
No, he
Gennady.
came straight into a Gennady rematch. So why does Big Baby get the chance to come into a tune-up where he's had a career full of tune-ups? Man has not had one big fight, no big wins. Like if you go down his resume, look at who his best win is. Nobody. He needs to fight either Ajit Kabiel or Jennings. No tune-ups, no real tune-ups. He needs to get in there with a lion. No more easy fights for Big Baby. That's my call.
All right. Teddy B and EC. We going to Stone Bone in Colorado. Talk to us.
What up, Stone Bone?
What up, man? Yeah, I mean, good morning to y'all, man. Good morning. Hey, man, like I've been saying on the show. As soon as we forgave Dylan White, we got to forgive Big Baby. At least Big Baby didn't get to fight dirty than Dillian White did, in my opinion. I don't care what they say or none of that. So who should he come back? Who did he sign with Top Rank or what did it? What's that?
That's the rumor. His promoter, Dmitriy Salita, is saying that it's a possibility. It's a good assumption that he's going to be with Top Rank. They're trying to get him on the Wilder Fury pay-per-view.
Yeah, who was the? I missed the names you dropped. Can you throw me a couple real quick and I missed them.
I mean, we just went.
Carlos Takam. We got Brian Jennings. We got Rydell Booker. We got Chad Witherspoon. My favorite name, Dominic Brazil.
But I don't see unless he signed with PBC, he ain't gonna get Brazil, right?
That's the Wilder Fury undercard. Why not? Why we gotta keep on doing this shit, baby? Let's start the fucking precedent right now. If we want the Earl and fucking Bud fight, let the Brazil and Big Baby fight. That's a good fight. If you want a real pay-per-view card too, man, it's a good fight.
Josh, New Orleans. I mean, North Carolina. I'm sorry.
Don't give me these small guys and no disrespect to these guys. 118 throwing 100 and 200 punches around. I'm cool with that shit. Let me see some niggas start here throwing leather.
What up, Ness? What up, Mike?
What up, champ?
What's up with you? Hey, man. Yeah, man. I think I think Baby. I like to see Baby fight. I know White looked like shit in his last fight, but I love to see him fight him, Povetkin, definitely Brazil. Hell, I wouldn't even mind Christian. But has he already fought Christian Hammer before?
Nah.
Christian Hammer, somebody like that. You know, I like to see something like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, who I got to see, man, to get about an intro?
Dollar DiBiase. He hot today.
Why hit him up on Instagram?
Yep, Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, he'll hook you up too.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah. Yeah, Mike, man, I'm glad to see you back, bro.
Thank you, homie. I appreciate it, bro.
And I got one thing to say.
Oh, my bad. Go for it, man. Go for it. Say it again. We didn't hear you.
I said, fuck Bud.
Oh, shit.
Y'all have a good one.
I didn't know he was going to do that. Y'all killing us, man. We never going to get Bud on, man. How we going to get Bud on,
nobody
man?
shit, bro. I'm going to be real with you. If it ain't Top Rank shit or ain't ESPN, I don't think Bud fucking with. This is like, you know what I'm saying, one of them meteors crimes.
Stone Bone, man. You got to have a joint with my man. Get him on the show, bro.
You heard Bo Mac, don't smoke, don't drink, don't even celebrate.
But yeah, man.
Boxingvoice.com.
No, that's the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this for $1.
Fern Gilly, man. Next time, nigga, I see you, bro. We gonna smoke it down. Best believe it, man.
Yo, Fern, did you get approved, champ? What it do?
What it do, TBV family? This your boy Dollar. If you want a beat like you heard on the show, hit me up on Instagram at DollarDibiase. That's DOLLA_DIBIASE. Let's get it.
Just rewind that right there. He gives you his Instagram, and it's with an underscore for Teddy B.
You like Dame Dollar,
No, it was
but
Team
underscore
Plums. It was Team Plums that wanted that.
DIBIASE.
All right, we going out to Checkmate Boxing.
Checkmate, what's the business? What kind of
Hey, fellas.
conspiracy you
Hey,
got for me?
can you hear me?
We hear you, man.
Can you hear me?
We hear you, man.
All right, cool. Yeah, first of all, as far as Miller is concerned, listen, you have so many people. Half of the fight in Saudi Arabia, half of those people had popped for PD before. And, of course, Dylan White took D-ball. You know what I mean? A definite steroid. So, whatever the case may be, there's so many fighters who juice. He got suspended by the state, whatever the case may be. He served his time, let him go. That's how I feel about it. And you had mentioned the last guy I mentioned about Bud. Remember we had the conversation the other day? Yeah, I don't know if you've been hearing, but they talking about Spence fighting Pacquiao before he fight Bud. That's because they're going to line Bud Spence up for undisputed. Now the caveat on that is Taylor. Taylor is actually, he just signed Taylor. They're going for undisputed. Loma's going for undisputed. Why are all these people going for undisputed, but he don't want Bud? Because he's black. Anyway, that's my call.
Terrible, man. Terrible. Aaron, California.
What's up, fellas? Good morning. Jarrell Miller, again, I kind of agree, but the one key with forgiveness is you have to own it. See, that's the problem with I like Canelo or Ortiz came out and said exactly what they have, but when you talk to Miller or Dylan White, for example, they never come out and just say exactly what they took or what happened. It's also some social media post or something. But when you own it, then you can get forgiveness. And the problem is Miller keeps on deflecting it. Regardless, he's good for the sport. We'll have him in. Who do I think he should fight? I would say Charles Martin, Jennings, or we haven't heard Takam recently. Takam hasn't fought at all, so that might be a good fight. He's based out of Nevada, and for Miller, this is the second part of his career because the jury's still out on how is he going to perform without the PEDs. We don't know, so this is the second life. We'll see. He talked his way up to a title shot. This time, he's going to have to prove it. He's probably at least 2 years out from getting a title shot. He's going to have to take 2020 and earn his keep, and then we'll see what he can do in the future. That's my call.
I can't say I do agree with you. Looking at the scenarios play out, the way Canelo had to, voluntarily went back to the Nevada State Commission and had that hearing and had to do the interviews for the public. Haven't seen Big Baby do that. Haven't seen Dylan White have a somewhat of a press conference and announce, hey, I made a mistake or I ate this beef or whatever. At least Canelo did get in front of the camera and in front of people, you know what I'm saying, and admit he was wrong to something.
All right, we going to J-Mac Boomerang.
What up, J-Mac?
Don't ever confuse me again with from Carolina, because you know that last statement, that won't ever come from my lips. Shout out to Will King for that Ralph Transman as response he gave on this show this morning. I thought you was about to put that little sad tune. Shout out to the Silly Billy in whatever Arizona, I don't know the city, where they allow drug cheats because he won't come on here and push a narrative for Canelo like we all crazy. Let him just keep eating that tainted meat. Mike, actually, I do remember Jarrell Miller giving us a response on YouTube or something and admitting and apologizing. I don't remember Canelo ever coming out and admitting to it. He been pushing this narrative about some bullshit ass meat. So how can you say shout out to Canelo for admitting to it when he ain't never did it? He always lied about it and made an excuse for it. That's been a built-in excuse. He knew his excuse he was going to use before he felt and got caught. So why are you pushing this narrative?
Did he not have a press conference with Nevada State Athletic Commission where they had a hearing? And did he didn't have to be there. He voluntarily showed up. And it's easy to motherfucking get your phone out and record a video and put it on Instagram when you don't have any people out there asking no questions. Anybody can do that, bro. Come on, man. Give credit what credit is due.
Rick in ATL.
What up, homies? Buenos dias. Hey, Mike, I'm glad you're back, man. Ness, I'm glad the show's back. I was like, where the fuck my show at?
Yeah, man. For the future, we got the backup channel, youtube.com/Nestor Gibbs. That's where we were at for the last week as we suffered a suspension.
Sweet. Yeah, I caught a couple of the podcasts later. I've been working, so I'm kind of in and out on the show this morning, but I'm happy to see Big Baby back, but I want to see him thrown in deep. And, no easy fights, no names. I want to see him prove something, go in there into a hard fight and earn the respect of the fans back. I put him in the Andy Ruiz fat disappointment bucket. And if I could choose, I'd choose Otto Valen. I'd like to see him fight Otto Valen on this card. I think that'd be an okay comeback, even though he can probably beat him, but whatever. So that's my call, fellas. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
All
Talk
right.
to you soon.
Rick, man, thanks for calling in. I like that Valen opponent. We going out. Boomerang, CYP.
All right. You know me, Mr. Research. I did this for Troy. Troy loved him some Mike McCullum. Mike McCullum's biggest win was against John Jackson, and he was a 2-division champion. He lost to everybody, but he beat John Jackson and was a 2-division champion. Shane Mosley beat Oscar De La Hoya, was a 2-division champion, and was unified and beat the number 1 guy in the division. As you say, Mike McCullum just beat John Jackson and was a 2-division champion, but lost to everybody else. That guy's in the Hall of Fame. Arturo Gotti's in the Hall of Fame. The way I choose who could be in the Hall of Fame is by looking at who's already in. That's how you determine. That's the best way to determine if a man did enough to get into the Hall of Fame is by looking at who's already in. And if Arturo Gatti and Michael McCullum are in the Hall of Fame, then fuck yes. Shane Mosley did enough by beating Oscar De La Hoya, jumping up 2 weight divisions, becoming unified fucking champion. That was enough to get in. If y'all disagree, cool.
N.O. Mastermind.
What up, N.O.? You heard me?
What's up? Look, I want to clarify some shit about, I heard you say about the cigarettes, and you're right, that's, some people can do the cigarettes cold turkey and all that, that's cool. But when you're on that dopeness, that dope, dog, it ain't nothing you just get on and you just quit. Like, when you on that dope,
hold on. If we talking dope, hair on, we all had, unks in the hood. Like, we seen them overcome it. I know I damn sure seen 1 or 2 overcome being on dope.
So how you gonna say Canelo and Big Baby just go cold turkey like that? You gotta get professional help to get off of that dope, dog, or you can die. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, cause man. I done see. Nah, hear me out, man. I grew up with people, dog. Like, if they don't get that shit early in the morning, they not gonna be able to do nothing, dog.
Bruh.
I'm talking about.
For one, we talking about 2 different dopes. All right, you howling out here,
man. Did he shoot it up? Ness?
I don't know nothing about that. Who?
Everybody coming back with reports like the stuff he was using.
I don't know.
You gotta shoot that up for it to be effective.
I wasn't there, man.
So if he was shooting up, we none of us know what's in that needle. So I'm gonna have to assume.
I don't know nothing about that, man. Yeah, we got to everybody. So I want to say thank you for tuning in. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Hope you're hitting the thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please do so. Future, present, past. It helps with the visibility of the show. It helps us grow. See, so many of you didn't know that we were on YouTube jail for a whole 7 days. Be sure to subscribe to the backup channel at youtube.com/Nestor Gibbs, because the show must go on, and no matter what happens, we will have our show every single day, multiple times a day. So be sure to follow us on all forms of social media so that you can be up to date on what exactly is going on. When we suffered the suspension, we were not able to even post on the community page here on YouTube to let you know what was taking place. So obviously the first place we went to was Patreon, let our loyal listeners know. From there, we went to our backup channel and kept the show going. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Mike.
Super chat coming in from Big Nick. Ricky Burns, 3-weight world champ. A Hall of Famer too.
Hell
laughing
yeah.
Emoji, laughing emoji, laughing.
Hell yeah. He a Hall of Famer.
Oh man, yeah, man. Big baby. Glad to see him, you know what I'm saying, getting his second chance. Hopefully it's not like one of those comeback easy filler fights. Hopefully it's like a fight that we can get a lot of action out of. But follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. You can also follow me on YouTube at Mike on Sports. Peace out.
Yeah. Peace.